everyone, welcome back. We're talking about what you love hearing about the most. Jobs in the UK. All the jobs that offer sponsorship at the moment that will allow you to live and work in the UK. And many of these jobs will also allow you to take your families along with you. We're going to be covering healthcare jobs, tech jobs, and the mixed bag, which basically contains jobs across all industries. So remember to watch all the way till the end. If you're new, I'm Ashika, and we talk about getting that dream job anywhere across the world or studying anywhere in the world. And with that, let's dive in. So it's been an interesting year till date. The previous year, the UK was on a hiring spree, so there were lots of people getting hired, getting offered sponsored jobs and moving to the UK to work. However, this year in 2024, things have been cooling off, with the number of sponsored jobs reducing, the salary threshold increasing for sponsored jobs, and the government promising to reduce immigration, which is kind of expected because it is an election year. So yes, of course, there have been changes to hiring patterns in the UK because of this. For instance, in 2024, there was an increase in the number of skilled worker visas offered to chefs versus 2023. It was basically 6,203 chefs versus 54% lower last year. Now compare it to software engineers. Until now, only 4,280 software engineers received skilled worker visas this year versus 8,752 last year. The point is that the lower paid industries were facing a massive skill shortage, which is why hiring in these industries is not slowing down. When it comes to business analysts, the first quarter of the year, only 474 visas were granted. Visas issued in the finance and insurance sector were 35% lower than those granted for professional, scientific and technical activities, which fell 36%. Now, if you look at this, the only industry which did not show any signs of decrease in the number of visas was the accommodation and food industry. Information and communications, financial and insurance, and professional and scientific and technical activities have all reduced hiring. So what does this mean for you? The most important thing for you to take away from this is that the UK is still hiring. The hiring criteria will be more stringent and the jobs offered are fewer, but the fact is that the country is still hiring and offering sponsorship. So it's good for you to not write off the country, but it is also important for you to have backups in terms of other countries. Next, your skill set will be more important than ever before. You might not want to hear it, it might sound repetitive, but it is the honest truth. If you've been job hunting in the UK for a while right now, you would have realized that jobs in the UK don't necessarily look exactly like jobs back home. Some companies will offer you a position other than what you are currently doing. Others will require you to have different skills. So if you plan on making absolutely no changes to how you are already in terms of your skill set, you can assume it's going to be extremely difficult for you to get a job. So the thing is, if you have like 5 or 10 years experience and you think you shouldn't have to go through all of this at your experience level, the bad news is it doesn't really matter, because even if you're not willing to put in that effort, somebody else will be willing to do it and they're probably going to get the job. For instance, I've worked in brand management and I've worked in digital marketing. And I've never really worked in paid media marketing. But here's the thing, if I were to apply for a job today, I would brush up my skills and study as much as I could on paid media marketing. Because let's be honest, every brand runs ads today, right? So it's really important. And in all honesty, a lot of employers today are looking to cut roles and reduce the number of people they're hiring. So if you have additional skills, it's always going to strengthen your profile and get you a higher chance of being hired and not being axed when they cut jobs. Now, the next thing, I've been doing these job videos for a while now, and there are some jobs that get sponsored more often than other jobs do. If you've been following these jobs for a while now, you'll see that some jobs pop up more often than others, like chefs jobs, engineers jobs, or healthcare professionals. And some jobs don't. Last year, there used to be a lot of marketing jobs that would pop up, but this year, almost none. The same with teaching jobs, analysts, HR, admin. You very rarely see these roles offering sponsorship now in the UK. So if you do a role that has not been coming up too often in these videos that I have been covering, you might want to reconsider looking for a job for that specific role in the UK. Fourth, be very careful when it comes to looking for jobs via agencies in the UK. There are lots of scammy agencies. They basically prey on anyone who seems innocent and desperate to get a job in the UK. So be extremely careful, and more importantly, do not pay anyone to get a job in the UK. If they ask you to pay for a job, they are not legitimate. If you're in healthcare and an agency reaches out to you, the smartest thing for you to do is check if this agency is on the list of ethical recruiters in the UK. If they are, great. If not, you might want to reconsider this, because healthcare had the most number of agencies that were scamming people. Now, with that, let's actually dive into the roles that are offering sponsorship right now in the UK that you can apply for. Starting off with healthcare roles. AdDent Limited is hiring a dentist and therapist. Heart Dental Recruitment is looking for a dental therapist. Vet Record Careers is looking for an emergency veterinary surgeon. Zest Dental Recruitment is looking for an associate dentist and it has many openings across a lot of locations. Zest Dental Recruitment is also looking for a private dentist. NHS Jobs is looking for a skin or sarcoma clinical nurse specialist. Tidworth Dental is looking for a dental associate or dental therapist. Cardinal Healthcare is looking for a registered nurse. Dental Elite Recruitment is looking for a dentist. Lloyd & Cowan Veterinary Recruitment is looking for a veterinary surgeon. Botswan Veterinary Practice is looking for a small animal veterinary surgeon. Bondcare is looking for a staff nurse for days and nights. Evolve is looking for a pharmacist. Compass Associates is looking for a lead surgeon for small animals. Compass Associates is also looking for a clinical director. And they're looking for a lead scrub practitioner for orthopedics. St. Helens Medical Center is looking for a salaried GP. Herman Pharmacy is looking for a pharmacist. King Edward VII Hospital is looking for a theatre clinical coordinator. JFA Medical is looking for a regulatory affairs specialist. Specsavers is looking for an optometrist. Darsano Care Services is looking for a healthcare assistant. And Pathway Healthcare is looking for a senior support worker or team leader. Now, let's move on to tech roles. Insoft Solutions is looking for a mobile app developer or a web app developer. Caterpillar is looking for a program management manager. Ernst Gordon Recruitment is looking for a data center team leader. Domino Printing Sciences is looking for a senior product development engineer. Applause Limited is looking to hire a software engineer and a DevOps engineer. White Eagle Educational Services is looking for a business support analyst. And finally, we have the mixed bag, which basically has roles across all industries and sectors. Goodman Mason is looking to hire a lead capital actuary. The Barbary is hiring for a head of pastry, a head sommelier, and a chef de partie. An unnamed company in Oxford is looking to hire a chef de partie, and another unnamed company in Wales is looking for a chef de partie as well. Blue Ducks is looking for a chef. Allied Vehicles is looking for a vehicle technician. Finance Car Shop is looking for a motor mechanic. Motor Bodies is looking for a mechanic, strip and fitter. Insoft Solutions is looking for a senior SEO specialist. Mulberry Recruitment is looking for a sales consultant. Caterpillar is looking for a product field engineer. Ernst Gordon Recruitment is looking for a design engineer. Siddhivinayak Hotel is looking for a chef. Shah & Co Tailors is looking for a tailor. HPOS Solutions is looking for an electrical technician. Domino Printing Sciences is looking for a chemist. Cafe Taj Wigton is looking for a tandoori chef. Applause IT Limited is looking for a technical project manager. Komoro is looking for a senior AV product specialist. And Sheldon Expo is looking for a logistics coordinator. I hope that helped. Drop me a comment below if you have any questions. And in the meantime, you need an absolutely brilliant CV if you'd like a job at one of these companies. And if you need help with that, watch this.